The hidden waterfall of gold. The day began like any other. The forest was quiet, the air thick with mist, and the sound of running water echoed from somewhere beyond the hills. I could feel adventure in the air, the kind that always brought trouble and treasure in equal measure. Oren walked beside me, his boots splashing through the shallow mud. He was humming again, the same song he always sang when he felt lucky. I didn't stop him. Luck was something we would need today. We had heard stories, whispers, really, of a waterfall that poured from the heart of them. Mountains. Some said it hid a cave. Others said it hid something far greater. A forgotten gold vein untouched by time. For weeks we searched the old maps and followed the rivers upstream. Each trail led to dead ends, dry gullies, and false hopes. But this morning, something felt different. The air smelled of iron. The ground beneath our feet shimmered faintly where sunlight pierced. The canopy, even the birds had gone silent. Oren stopped and pointed ahead. Do you hear that? At first, I thought it was thunder. But no, it was water. A roaring sound, deep and constant, growing louder with every step. We pushed through vines and thick brush until we reached the edge of a cliff. Below us, a river carved its way through stone, fierce and foaming white. It flowed from a towering waterfall that poured straight out of the mountain itself. The sight took my breath away. Mist filled the air, glowing gold in the sunlight. It looked almost alive, like the mountain was bleeding light. Oren laughed. That's it. That's the one. I nodded slowly. Then let's go meet it. The path down was steep and slippery. Every rock was slick with moss. Every root a trap waiting to pull us down. But we moved carefully, hand by hand, step by step, until our boots touched the edge of the river. The current was strong, far stronger than a boat. From above, the water was cold, biting at our legs as we crossed. Each step sent chills through my bones. But on the other side, I saw something that made me forget the cold. Gold. Tiny flakes shimmered between the rocks, swirling with every wave. The river itself carried light, glittering fragments of the mountain's secret. Oren knelt and scooped up a handful of water. It sparkled in his palm like melted sunlight. He looked at me with wide eyes. This is it, Oral. We found it. I wanted to believe him. But part of me wondered if the mountain wanted to be. Found. We followed the current upstream toward the base of the waterfall. The roar grew deafening. The mist thickened, soaking our clothes and clinging to our faces. Every breath tasted of stone and metal. The closer we got, the more the air seemed to vibrate. It wasn't just noise anymore. It was a hum, deep and alive, coming from within the cliffs. Oren stopped and turned to me. You feel that too, right? I nodded. The mountain's awake. We reached the waterfall's base just before noon. It was magnificent, a wall of liquid light crashing into a pool of swirling foam. Behind it, shadows shifted in the spray. Something was there. Oren grinned. There's a cave behind it. Has to be. He didn't wait for my answer. He tightened his pack, took a deep breath, and stepped into the falling water. The force nearly threw him back, but he kept going. I followed, heart pounding, every nerve alive. The world became sound and water, deafening, endless motion. Then, suddenly, silence. We were inside, a hollow space behind the waterfall, carved by time and pressure. Light filtered through the falling water, scattering rainbows across the walls. And everywhere, gold. Veins of it ran through the stone, glowing faintly in the dim light. The cave walls shimmered like the skin of some ancient beast. We stood in awe, breathless. Oren laughed, his voice echoing through the chamber. We did it. We really did it. He placed his hand on the golden wall. The moment he touched it, the light flared brighter. I stepped closer. The gold felt warm. Under my fingertips, alive, almost pulsing. It hummed in rhythm with the waterfall outside. Oren grinned. Can you hear that? Yeah, I whispered. It's singing. The sound was hypnotic, beautiful and terrifying. For a moment, we just stood there, listening to the mountain breathe. Then Oren started to dig. He pulled out his pickaxe and struck the wall. The sound rang out like thunder. Gold dust filled the air. Wait, I shouted. Maybe we shouldn't. But it was too late. The ground trembled beneath us. A low rumble filled the cave. The waterfall outside seemed to grow. Louder, heavier. Cracks spread across the walls, glowing brighter with every pulse. Oren looked back at me, his eyes wide with disbelief. What's happening? Before I could answer, the floor shifted. A fissure opened between us, spraying water and gold dust. Get out, I yelled, but Oren didn't move. He stared at the wall, where something was moving inside the GOL.